This is a good opportunity to take in 3 questions from civil society. They will come up here. They have them in written form for you here also, but they will be on the screen.
Hello, I'm Prabhavathy Ramakrishnan from India. I'm working as an officer in Canara Bank. My question is, what are your plans for resolving conflicts globally? Not only the armed conflicts, but the conflicts that do not involve weapons directly. The conflicts between wealthy and poor, between different cultures, between different religious beliefs. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rania Nasr from Lebanon. On behalf of the Child Rights International Network, CRIM, I'd like to ask the following question to the candidates. How will you ensure that all high-level UN positions are from now on appointed in an open and transparent process? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Iffat Gil. I'm the founder and CEO of Chundri Chapal, the Code to Change. My question is, UN is 70 years old, and so are some of the ways business is conducted in the UN and UN agencies. Would the new Secretary General take steps to align the functioning of the UN with the demands of the 21st century in order to accelerate global and sustainable change? Thank you.
I think we will get the light back in a moment, and I will give the floor to Madame Figueres to answer the questions from civil society.
Thank you. Thank you, President. Well, I think I've spoken to the issue of conflict and the need. I think that we all agree in theory about this very, very broad arc that we need to draw. And one conflict that we haven't spoken about, there is a conflict in the distribution of income. There is a conflict about labor, youth. Some countries have 50% unemployment. 50% unemployment. We have a conflict of certainly of nature against humanity, or rather humanity against nature. That conflict has got to stop. There is a huge opportunity. I would really want to invite us all to, yes, understand that our joint commitment here is to prevent conflicts and to solve them and to mediate them when they occur. But fundamentally, our commitment here, our joint commitment, is not even to get to conflicts. Our commitment here is to live up to the expectation of the founding of this organization, which was for all nations and other stakeholders to come together to address in a constructive way all the global challenges that we have. That does not necessarily mean conflict. I would like to look more at the collaboration, at the cooperation. They all begin with C, but I actually have a preference for collaboration and cooperation. And I do believe that there is a lot to be had with respect to avoidance and mediation of conflict if we have that, north or that GPS. Because ultimately, there is one thing that is our ultimate common interest, no matter where or when you were born. And our ultimate common interest of all humanity is peace. That is what we're about. We're not about conflict solution, we're about peace. And I think we need to reframe how we approach the challenges that we have. On the selection being open and transparent, I've spoken a little bit about that. We certainly have better tools now to do this, thanks to the innovation that has occurred in the UN system. But we also not only need to be more open and transparent, we need to be more effective. It is not possible that we are still taking 18 months on average to hire anyone. I'm sorry, that is just impossible. It is unacceptable. We have to change that. We just cannot go on with that. And yes, I think the last question is perhaps the most important, and the one that I'm frankly very grateful to civil society and to young people that they are still looking to the UN to take us into the 21st century. One has to ask, have we lived up to their expectation? Partly yes, but partly no. And I am deeply grateful that this question is still being put to us, because it means they have hope. It means they have trust in us. It means we have to live up to that expectation. Yesterday I was at a debate or conversation with a couple of other candidates, and I was giving the most amazing data point that I will share with you. The One for 7 Billion initiative that many of you have seen has 200 million members. You know what that means? That there are 200 million people who take the time out of their very busy schedules, many of them having a difficult time accessing the internet. They have 200 million people around the world, from every country in the world, who's interested in the selection process of the SG for the UN. Why? Because they still have trust in the UN. That is a trust that we must build and not squander. That is a hope and an aspiration that we need to fulfill. And that is a duty and responsibility that I would like to share with you.
Thank you for the answers. I now give the floor to the representative of the United Kingdom.